Hello again, happy hump day. We've made it halfway through another pretty warm week here in West Texas for the third day in a row as well. Comanche reached a high of 100 degrees. Yet again, the only place in West Texas to actually reach 100 degrees. We've had quite a few places get up to the upper 90s. Breckenridge got up to 97. Albany as well as Roby and Sweetwater got up to 96. Both San Angelo and Abilene got up to 95 today. And then we still have a few of our locations to our west that only got to the lower 90s. Now at the moment, we've seen temperatures cool to the lower to mid 80s. Some places already in the 70s, like Eastland at 77 degrees. Anson still taking that warm spot at the moment at 86 degrees. 82 degrees between Abilene and San Angelo, all of us under clear or mostly clear skies. Overnight, we're going to be seeing temperatures getting down to the upper 60s to lower 70s. For context, the average low for this time of year is 63 degrees. So even though in San Angelo we'll be in the upper 60s, some places that'll be in the lower 70s, still about a good 8 to 10 degrees above average for this time of year. But like I mentioned earlier, just before the break, tomorrow's going to be that first day of fall, but we're looking at highs in the upper 90s, some places getting close to the triple digits. Here at San Angelo, we're expecting a high of 98 degrees under mostly sunny skies. So even though it's the first day of fall and the fall equinox, not quite time to pull out that fall sweater. And if you don't know what the fall equinox is, that just means that's the sun is shining directly on Earth's equator, giving us equal day and night length. Now, the actual moment that this is going to happen tomorrow is going to be right after 8 p.m. So when we come back tomorrow at 9, we would have already passed the actual moment that the fall equinox happens. Now, the trend of these warm and dry conditions is going to continue over the next couple of days. Thanks to this upper level ridge, will start to weaken a little bit as we get into the weekend, allowing this trough to move south towards our east. And we'll be right in between that next ridge building to our west and that trough that moved to the east. That'll give us opportunity for our next cold front to come through on Sunday, but we're not looking at any rain chances, unfortunately. Now, over in the tropics, things are really starting to pick up for us. We talked about Hurricane Fiona earlier in the show. It reached Category 4 strength today and is headed to the Bermuda area to impact portions of Bermuda by tomorrow. And then Gaston is a tropical storm, still maintaining tropical storm strength, but expected to stay out to sea. Now, we do have this disturbance that has a pretty high likelihood of developing into our next system, and that's actually expected to reach the Gulf of Mexico by sometime next week. And then these other two disturbances have low to moderate chances of development. So we're not going to spend that much time talking about it, but bringing things back home, going to be staying warm and dry well through the first few days of fall. By this time next week, though, we'll be a little bit closer to average for this time of year here in the Concho Valley in the lower 90s and in the big country in the upper 80s under sunny skies. Back to you, Joe.